Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Well, it is about 5:45 on Monday evening, and Alex is getting ready to pick us up some Thai food from our favorite Thai restaurant, which is called like Thai Sushi House or something like that, in Fishers, Indiana. We love it. We were supposed to have our marriage counseling session tonight, but our counselor got sick, so he was like, I'm going to have to reschedule it. So we rescheduled it actually to when Alex gets back from Las Vegas. So I was like, well, we usually get Thai and bring it home and watch Real Housewives, so do you want to do that? He was like, yeah, sure. So he's going to bring that home from his after his work day. And I have just been filming videos and doing a bunch of stuff. I have to break down these boxes from that got the air conditioner delivered. It's like they're sitting in our entryway. I have to break them down for recycling. It's one thing I have to do. I have to unload the dishwasher. I have to finish my vlog, and I have to get up my drama video, my review video, my Peterisms video, and I have to get this up as well. So I have a lot of things to do before my husband gets home. And actually, he might get home before I get done vlogging, just depending on how long I vlog. I know, it was so funny. I said yesterday that I was going to only vlog for like a short period of time, and it ended up being like 50 minutes long or something. I always say that, and then it ends up being so much longer. So today, I probably will have this be a shorter vlog, and then, because I want to get this stuff done, and I made the bed, cleaned up the kitchen, other than doing the dishes. Well, I did the dishes, but I have to unload the dishwasher. And I've got to do some laundry tonight. So, very productive day so far that it's been. And it's a nice day, but it's cloudy. It's kind of looked like it was going to rain all day long. It's a little bit muggy outside. Not horribly, but a little bit muggy outside. It's just been cloudy and overcast the whole day. And actually, it's supposed to be like that, I think, for like the next 10 days. Although Caroline and I are going to get together on Friday, and we're supposed to have a pool day if the weather is nice. So she's going to take me to run some errands like in the later afternoon. And before that, we're going to have like a little bit of a pool day. She ordered her Big Joe's noodle sling, and it's supposed to come, she said Wednesday, so I'm gonna drink some. This is the coffee that I'm drinking today. The cold brew, high brew coffee, Mexican vanilla, 90 calories. I don't understand what this means. 90 calories, 140 something caffeine. So it's good. It's like one of my favorite little cans of coffee. I've been drinking this over the last couple hours. I also have this Italian sparkling mineral water that I opened for the review video because I reviewed these scorching hot Pringles, and they were so hot that I had to have water to drink with it. So anyway, I don't really have tons to talk about today, which is never surprising, and I'm sure you guys know I'll end up finding something to talk about. Saw my neighbor across the street. He was telling me that they were supposed to get their driveway paved this week, but since they were supposed to get it done tomorrow, but since it's supposed to rain, the pavement people were like, we're going to postpone it to next week. And he is cooking steaks out in his egg grill. He cooks out like literally every night, grills out. So I was talking to him when I went down to get the mail, and there was no mail yet. The mail is like, there's no rhyme or reason to when the mail comes. It could come at 1 or it could come at 6. We never know. But I was just thinking this, you know, like, remember you guys, I'm sure you guys remember me talking about how I felt like lightheaded when I stood up. And a lot of people, and I thought it was just from like the blood pressure, which my face is not getting as red with the blood pressure anymore. It still does a little bit, like when I get heated talking, like I've noticed it in a few drama videos, but like when I stand up or I walk around, it doesn't at all. So with having like lost some weight, and I've kind of plateaued with the weight loss, like I need to really kind of like get back on the weight loss deal. And I keep on saying that and I don't do it, but I think part of it is that like I just kind of like, I'm not like eating horrible things. but I have started eating like 2 meals. Like I'll eat dinner and then like late at night I'll eat something else. Although last night I didn't. But then I couldn't sleep this morning. I got up, I can't remember what it was. It was like late in the morning and I ate a few chips and then I went back to bed and I fell asleep with little dog. He was so sweet in bed this morning. And so yeah, so I mean, chips are not great, right? But I need to eat, I actually have hummus in there and these cauliflower chips that I bought, and then I never opened either one, and I need to open those. But Alex is going to take me to the grocery at some point this week. He's going to take me to Fresh Time so that I'll have stuff for this weekend because he's going to Las Vegas this weekend. And then Caroline will probably take me to Trader Joe's on Friday because we like to go to Trader Joe's together. So I'll have all kinds of stuff for this weekend, which we're excited about. I'm going to binge watch like a show or two this weekend. Like that's what I'm super excited about. I know that's corny, but it's like, you know, when Alex is here, I like try to like, you know, obviously spend time with him and things like that when he's home. And so like I binge my shows like late at night, which at that point I can only get like 2 or 3 episodes in. But like if he's not here, like that means from like 6 on, I can like binge watch TV shows, you know? So I'm really excited about it. I was going through my list last night and I was like, what do I want to watch next? Because I have like the shows that I'm watching that only come out like once a week. And I just finished the night before Canada's Drag Race, the most current episode. So I don't have anything. Tonight, I think, Only Murders in the Building comes out, or today it came out. But I don't have anything that like I'm watching like on Netflix where you can like binge watch it. So I was like, okay, I want to start something that I can binge watch. So I was like, what do I want to watch? And I kind of wanted, I feel like in the summer it's kind of fun to watch like scarier stuff, whatever, you know. And I'm loving watching the true crime. Although I will say that the last 2 nights I've had like pretty bad nightmares and just weird dreams. Well, the night before I didn't really have nightmares. Last night I had nightmares, and or was it the night before? Well, I had nightmares last night because I woke up, and I think it was from, well, I started watching Midnight Mass, okay, but I don't think that my nightmares were from that. I think they were from the Ken and Barbie murders that I watched, and that's where I have to kind of be careful of like not watching, like binge watching true crime. Sometimes it becomes a little bit too much for me. Yeah, I enjoy watching it. It's interesting, it's intriguing. Especially if it's handled, I think, with them, you know, respecting victims and things like that, which most of them that I've watched recently have done a great job of that. I felt as far as like the Murdoch murders that I watched on Discovery, I felt like they really were respectful of the victims in that. So anyway, so last night I started Midnight Mass. Now, I went in and I looked to see what it was about because so many people had told me to watch it, and I didn't realize that it was with the same cast that had been in The Haunting of Hill House and the other one. I can't remember what the other one was that came out. But it's like the guy that was in E.T. Do you guys remember him? What, something Thomas, Henry Thomas. He's in it, and, oh, there's the mail. And there's a couple other people that were in like The Haunting of Hill House and like the other show. I can't remember what the other show is called. But they both were like by the same writers and producers and director, I think. Or just writers and producers. And so I started watching it last night. I'll tell you what it really reminds me of. Is it really reminds me of, and I thought it was shot like in the exact same place, is the TV show From. And I don't know if you guys remember me talking about it. From was on Epix TV or Epic TV or whatever, and it's really good and very scary, and I loved it. And it was with the guy that was on Lost. He plays the sheriff of the town. There's a couple people that are on it, but it's like this one strip town, right? Well, in Midnight Mass, it takes place in this place called Crockett Island, which they call the Crock Pot, and so it's just like this island. But anyway, I looked it up. From was shot in Nova Scotia. They're both shot in Canada, which I thought was interesting. From was shot in Nova Scotia, and Midnight Mass was shot in Vancouver. So vastly different parts of Canada, but I thought that was interesting because I didn't know that they were both Canadian shows. But it's really good. Midnight Mass is really good, and My neighbor's checking his mail. He always asks me when he sees me, he's like, are you working? I'm like, nope, not right now. But the Midnight Mass was really good. I watched the first 2.5 episodes and I was like hooked. Like I could have binge watched the whole thing last night. I mean, I kind of know the direction it goes, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Salem's Lot. But the other thing that's interesting is, I was actually talking to Caroline about this, because Caroline's going on a girls' trip here in a few weeks, and they're going to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And I said, oh, you know that my mom's, like, her best friend ever lived on Beaver Island, which you go to Charlevoix and you take the ferry over. Well, in this show, you have to take the ferry to the island. The ferry goes twice a day. And so it kind of reminds me a little bit of that. Like, when my mom's friend Diane lived on Beaver Island, it was like one bar, one hotel that was like 10 rooms, one restaurant, and that was it. Like, on the island. Like, that was it. And so this kind of reminds me of that. Although, like, in the show, there was an oil spill, and so, like, a lot of people that were fishermen left the island, and so it's now like 150 population. And I'm not ruining the show, because that's like the first thing when you come onto the island, it says population 150, and they explain it right away, so I'm not ruining it for you. Recovery is also a big part of this video, or this show, which I thought was interesting. It's interesting how they handle it on the show. So yeah, I really, really like it. I could have binge watched the whole thing last night. And that's kind of the thing, is like when I get into these shows, like I could just like binge watch them like right away, like boom, 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 boom. And then it gets so late, and before I know it, well, I slept last night. I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I don't even remember. I woke up. Oh, so Alex went over to his girlfriend's house to try on outfits for Las Vegas. Isn't that so sweet? Anyway, they had a lot of fun. They got all their outfits coordinated for Las Vegas and stuff. And they were trying to get on guest lists to go to clubs and stuff like that. So he's real excited about that. I'm excited for him. And so he went over there, and I don't know what time he came home, like 10, something like that, 10 or 10:30. And I had eaten something, and then I was like, still so tired, and I was like, I am going to just lay down for like 20 minutes with Boo Radley, and I ended up like crashing. And so like when Alex came home, I was like, I heard him come in the door, and I was like, hello? And he was like, hello? And then Boo Radley, of course, was like, oh. So then Alex came upstairs and changed into his pajamas, and he was looking at TikToks and Instagrams. So we hung out and talked for a little bit, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna watch my shows. And he was like, all right. I need to check with my counselor, because I think he's canceling a lot of his appointments. Well, he said that he could do it. Like, he was like, I'm sick, but he was like, I can still do appointments virtually if you want to. And Alex was like, he like texted me individually, and he was like, we can do what you want, but he was like, for marriage counseling sessions, I prefer to do them in person. I said, no, I agree. But I don't really know what makes a difference, but it just feels different, I think, you know. But I'm supposed to have an appointment on Wednesday with him, so I need to see, I'll check in with him tomorrow and see if he's feeling good enough. My CAT scan, for my next CAT scan is the first week of August. And so my neurologist, they make the appointment for me for the CAT scan. So my appointment that I have that week with my neurologist is at like 3 o'clock. My appointment for the CAT scan at a completely different location by a completely different person. Like, my neurologist doesn't like own the CAT scan place or anything like that. It's like you go to a separate place, right? They scheduled the appointment for like 1 o'clock. So I go to get my CAT scan at 1 o'clock, and then I go to my doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock. And I was like, so this is going to be a waste of an appointment, because it takes, you know, like weeks to get into my neurologist, which is why I booked them out so far in advance. And he wanted to see me at a certain date, so I got in there or whatever, because he wanted it to be like 6 weeks. But I don't want to go in there and then not have the CAT scan read, so he knows like what the next move, you know, is, or how things are going or whatever. So today I moved the CAT scan and got it to several days before the appointment so that I can, so he'll have the CAT scan results to read. Fingers crossed, hopefully things are going better, things are going good. And did that. There was something else I need to do today too, I can't remember. So Caroline's gonna pick me up for that appointment. Caroline cannot take me to my doctor's appointment, so I'm gonna Uber to that. And then she's coming on Friday. Then I don't know, maybe Tanya Jean and I, or my sponsor and I will do something this weekend. In all honesty, I'm kind of excited just to get some like fun food around here, like picnicky kind of food, like pasta salad and make cheese sandwiches and stuff like that. And I don't love the Morningstar hot dogs, but like a good veggie hot dog kind of sounds good to me. I don't know why. With like a hot dog bun and like mustard and onion and stuff on it. I don't know, so maybe I'll get something like that. But then just get some good food and like treats and sit around here and just kind of watch some shows and binge watch some stuff. Be fun. It'll be nice weekend, relaxing weekend. It's funny that like Alex's like idea of a great weekend is like going to Vegas and like staying up. Well, they're actually the first day, they're not like doing a bunch of crazy stuff. They get in really, really early in the morning. And they are going to like go to the hotel. They're not gonna be able to check in that early probably. So they're just gonna like put their stuff there and store it. And then his girlfriend, she wants to go and do the roller coaster. Like, I think it's at New York, New York. Alex has done it before. I think there's one at like Excalibur and one at New York, New York. I don't know which one she wants to do. Or I can't remember what the other one is. That's at maybe it's at Stratosphere. But he did it one time because I went and watched him while he did it. She wants to do that, so he's gonna go. It's three of them that are going out there, and they're all real close friends. So they're gonna do the roller coaster. Then they're gonna go get brunch somewhere. This is for her 30th birthday. And then they're going to probably, she wants to do some shopping, and then they were gonna maybe do like just sit by the pool for the rest of the day. And then that night they are going out to dinner and they are seeing a show, which we've already seen. But they're excited about that. Alex is excited about that too. So, and I don't know that they're going out that night after the show. They probably, I'm assuming that they will probably go out somewhere. That's Friday night. And then Saturday night, they're doing like pool clubs, you know? Like, that's my worst hell ever. Where it's like all those people in a pool, you know? Like, that's nothing that I enjoy. I mean, I like sitting by a pool in Las Vegas. Like, I love that. But I do not like the pool parties with the real loud music with DJs and stuff like that. I mean, I'll do it. Like, when we went for Jason's birthday, like, we did it one day, and it was fine because you were with a group of people and it was fun. But it was also nice because they had two, like, cabana sections, and so we could just kind of sit in there, store our stuff. That was really nice. But, yeah. And so they're doing that, like, Saturday and Sunday, and then they're going to take naps and whatever, and then they're going to go out that night to hear certain DJs play. I'm totally fine for missing all that. I was actually, like, if I could have traveled by then, I was going to, like, we were going to go, because, like, all three of them are getting a room together with, like, 2 queen beds. If I went, because Alex was, like, originally, he was like, if you can travel, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so we were going to get our separate room, and then the 2 girls would stay in a room, and then Alex and I would stay in a room, and he would just go and hang out with them and do all that stuff, and I'd go to dinner or the show or whatever with them, but I just wouldn't go to the clubs because I didn't want to. And, I mean, I was welcome to go to all that stuff, I just didn't want to do it. And then, I was just gonna like get like room service and sleep in and take naps and go to the pool. Not the pool parties, the pool. And there's a difference. If you're in Las Vegas, you'll know what I mean. And go to the pool and then take a nap and like get room service and then like go gamble or something like that. So, but unfortunately I can't, so that's fine. But it's funny that that's like his idea of an exciting, you know, like weekend, and my idea of an exciting weekend is binge watching a show on Netflix. He likes that too, though. I mean, like, he does. Like, he watches all of these shows on Netflix. Where's she at? Where's Where's your husband?
He just went running.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't that today?
That's the couple that's always like having a glass of wine when they walk down the street. She said he went running. So, I think the other thing too is like, you know, like when Alex and I do things apart, like on weekends and stuff like this, which he hasn't done this in a long time, it makes me miss him, you know, and then I get excited when I see him again and stuff like that. So he'll have a good time. He'll have a really good time. And it'll be me and Boo Radley. I was telling Boo Radley today, I said, you know, back in the day, me and your brother Pee-Pee, we would have Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Don't worry about us, because we'll be just fine. It's me and Boo and Tucker, too. Do you guys remember that back in the day? I actually have merch, I think, that says, it has Pee-Pee's picture in it, and then it says, it's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend on it. And I have that sweatshirt in the basement. I love that sweatshirt. I have it in the basement because it's cleaned and folded to wear this fall. So yeah, that's gonna be this weekend. What is a good scary show that I should binge watch? Like when I ask people like, should I binge watch Ozark? They're like, well, it's not really scary, but it's a thriller, but it's not really scary. And I'm like, okay, well, I want something that's kind of scary and kind of good, you know, to binge watch. Has anyone watched Stay Close on Netflix? I think it's a Harlan Coben book. That was one of my options I was going to look at last night. Maybe The Servant on Apple TV. I was thinking about that. I can smell those steaks across the street. You know, I mean, like, I don't desire a steak, but it is interesting this time. Being like, when I was a vegetarian before, and people always like, they're like, oh, you're craving like iron, like you need iron in your diet or whatever if you're craving steak. I don't know that I believe that to be true. I just think you miss certain things, or certain things sound good from time to time, even if you're not like a meat eater. Before, when I was a vegetarian, like, I really, really craved chicken fingers. Like, I was like, I wanted chicken fingers. And, like, even, like, just now saying that, like, I could just kind of feel my stomach get a little sick. Like, I don't think I could eat, like, chicken would feel, to me, like, very fleshy. I don't think that I could eat it. And I honestly, like, if I had to eat, like, meat or, like, a steak or something, I think it would have to be, like, I used to eat my, like, steaks, like, medium. I think I would have to have it, like, if I went back to eating meat, at least for a while, I think I would have to eat it well done. Like, I think it would have to be so, like, to the point where, like, I couldn't see that. You know what I mean? Like, but, like, the smell of the grill right now, like, it smells good. Is that my neighbor next door? No. I saw this dog walking down the street. Everybody's walking their dogs today and walking. It's a nice evening. I was like, today I'm going to walk and I'm going to listen to some of my audiobook. That was my goal today. And I stayed up too late watching Midnight Mass. It's all your faults for recommending that show to me. It is so good, though. I have 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I have 5 episodes. Well, I have... Did I just watch the 2nd episode and then I stopped? No, I started watching the 3rd episode. I watched like 15 minutes of it. I'm excited about finishing it. It's good. I think it's going to get scarier and scarier. I mean, I kind of already know what it's kind of about. Like, I have a pretty good idea, you know, of like what the scary element is to it. I want to watch that Boo Bitch show too, Alex. I think he finished the whole 1st season of it, like, in a day. I think he watched the whole thing. Maybe it's only half-an-hour episodes. I don't know. But I want to watch that. But that's not, like, really scary. I want to watch some, like, drama. Like, really get into some drama. So I need recommendations in the comment section below. These are the things I'm going to get for my weekend. Are you ready? Okay. Last night, I was like craving, well, I still have the King's Hawaiian bread, the hamburger buns, but I was craving whole wheat bread. I don't know why. Just like a whole wheat bread, like cold bread. I put it in the refrigerator, right? Whole wheat bread with like mayonnaise and, and I have to tell you, like, I got sent this stuff by this brand called Truff. and it's like truffle, like mushrooms, and it's like truffle hot sauce, truffle. My husband. Oh, I thought that was my husband. I thought I could hear his car. Truffle. Mustard, truffle mayonnaise, truffle this, truffle that, and it's called Truff, Truff. And they asked me if I would review it for a brand, right? Well, they sent it to me when I wasn't making videos, so it just sat out there. Well, one day Alex was like, do you mind if I use this hot sauce because I'm out of hot sauce? And I was like, no babe, you can use anything in that box, just use it. I mean, it's just sitting there and it's been there for long enough that I'm not going to do the review of it, right? So he put this stuff in the refrigerator, unbeknownst to me. It was like all up in this like one area of the refrigerator. So, do you remember the other night I was talking about, well, this is like probably a week ago, maybe, I said that we had gone, well, it was the last time that Alex took me to the grocery store because, fresh time, because I said I got all this stuff and I was excited about making this cheese sandwich. And then I was like, damn it, I forgot to get mayonnaise. Do you guys remember that? Okay. So, I'm looking in the fridge to see if there's any mayonnaise, mustard, anything in there, which there's not. And so I see these Truff jars, right? And I pull this one, it's like white, and I'm like, what is this? And it's Truff mayonnaise, okay? You guys, it is so delicious. It is like one of the most amazing things ever. And it has like a hint of like if you get truffle fries, you know how like the truffle fries have like that truffle taste to it. So this mayonnaise has like that to it. It has like that truffle taste to it. Like I think some people wouldn't like it, but if you like truffle fries, you will love this. And the brand is Truff. This is not sponsored. They just sent me this stuff. And it is fantastic. It is so good. And I'm obsessed with it. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to get whole wheat bread. And then I'm going to get more cheese, Gouda, and more lettuce, the romaine lettuce. I might get some other veggies, too, like some sprouts, maybe some cucumber to put on my sandwich. I'm going to make these big sandwiches. Veggie cheese sandwiches. And then I'm going to get pasta salad, potato chips with dip, and then what else am I going to get? I don't know. And then I'm going to get at Trader Joe's, I'm going to get, that's where I get like my microwavable stuff, but also they have like really good like espresso, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like espresso beans covered in chocolate. And then they have like these like pecans that are like they're candied pecans. Oh my god, they're so good. And then wrap sandwiches. I'll probably get one over there to have for dinner that night. And then they have pasta salad too. I will tell you that I don't think the pasta salad at Trader Joe's is the best pasta salad in the entire world. Is this my husband? I don't know why I keep on hearing things that makes me think it's him. Well, it's kind of because it's been about the amount of time that it should be. It's almost been 30 minutes since I vlogged, or since I started vlogging, so he probably should be home by about now, because he said the food will be ready in 25 minutes, and that was 15 minutes before I started vlogging, so he might have got there and had to wait a little bit. Sometimes we have to do that. So anyway, I'm excited about all the food. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and I'm going to look up every lane. I might buy myself some fresh flowers too. Do you ever buy yourself fresh flowers? I always think that that's so nice, you know, to just have in the house fresh flowers. I love that. So yeah, that's about it. That's going to be my weekend. So I need show recommendations, okay, to binge watch. And I really want to watch Virgin River. I guess like the next season of it came out. But I have the first book on Audible, and I want to listen to the first book before I read the series, because everybody told me like the series is based off the first book, but then after that, it is mostly just like it's not based off the series, or is there a series of books, I think, or something like that. But I want to read the book. There's a couple shows and movies that I want to see, but I have to read the books first, and so yeah, I need to do that. And I need to weed this walkway. I started it, and then it got so hot that I stopped, and my neighbor across the street, she said early morning and after it rains. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, so this one's short. This is shorter than 30 minutes tonight. So I'm going to get off here now, and I'm going to go and start getting this uploaded. Tomorrow's will be longer, I promise. And yeah, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Monday. I hope that you're having a wonderful start to your week. And I hope that you're having a good dinner, or getting ready for bedtime and doing a face mask and taking a bath. I love when people tell me they're taking baths while they're watching my vlogs. Oh my Lord! Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out on the front porch with me. I love you. Bye. Love ya.